Good afternoon, folks. I hope you're having a good Memorial Day weekend. Unfortunately, I paid the price yesterday for my week-long procrastination. See, in my job, I have a caseload of clients, and when I have appointments with them, I'm required to write reports of what we did. Ideally, they want us to get these reports submitted the day of these appointments, but sometimes it doesn't always happen like that, and you get them submitted in the following days. The problem, though, is because in my job, we're having appointments every day, you can very quickly find yourself up to your neck in reports that you gotta get done. Or in my case, you could just put off doing reports the entire week and ruin your whole damn weekend working on them. Now, fortunately, not the entire Memorial Day weekend is ruined, but my Saturday sure was. See, my plan heading into the weekend was to get all of my reports done Friday. I had like 12 reports I had to do, and I was telling myself, okay, look, we procrastinated, which is obviously not ideal, but we can still knock these reports out before the weekend hits, and we'll be able to enjoy this 3-day Memorial Day weekend. Nope, I only got 2 reports done in about the last 3 hours of my workday. 2 of 12. Why so little productivity, you ask? Bitch, I got ADHD, okay? And I'm working a job that is hostile to the ADHD brain. We're talking deadlines, daily reports, working independently, scheduling appointments, planning what's going to be worked on in those appointments. A lot of initiative I have to take. For those of you who have ADHD like myself, does that sound like some shit that you want to be doing every day of the week? So yeah, it's been a struggle. Every week that I make it to the weekend without a disaster is actually a small miracle. So yeah, the Friday plan was a complete disaster. My ADHD brain was just not cooperating. I was frequently distracted and was fatigued, kept falling asleep at my desk. One of the few times I only knew I fell asleep was because I woke up. I don't even remember falling asleep. So yeah, when I got home, mentally depleted, only in the mood for instant dopamine on the internet, I just resigned myself to the bullshit that I was gonna have to do the next day. So I woke up yesterday at a fairly decent hour, around 9 a.m., and I had to dedicate most of my Saturday to writing and submitting these damn reports. Now, what's the lesson here for my fellow procrastinators? Well, look, I'm not gonna tell you to not procrastinate because you already know that. You heard it a million times and you still do it. The lesson here is that procrastination has a price. In my real life example, I just put off my mandatory reports all week, so I had to do it all on Saturday. I'm still pissed, but I'm pissed at myself because I chose to put things off. These things were in my control. I could have sat down, got them done, or heck, I could have at least got them partially done so that it wasn't so much work later on. But I just decided to do 0%, leaving 100% that I had to do over the weekend, which is supposed to be my time away from work. So yeah, before you procrastinate, take a minute to think about how much work you're giving yourself later. As I was working yesterday on these reports, what got me through them, as boring as they were, was I just kept reminding myself, hey, this is the price you're paying for procrastinating.